RKO the infamous NWO back with another video doing my WWE Elimination Chamber 2012 pay-per-view review. First match of the night, we had the Raw Elimination Chamber match between CM Punk, Dolph Ziggler, R-Truth, The Miz, who else am I missing? Chris Jericho, Kofi Kingston. And I wasn't able to see the first 20 minutes of this match because due to technical issues on my pay-per-view provider, Rogers, for those who live in Canada. Someone's texting me right now. Who is texting me? Why? I'm getting text messages. It's just people just blowing up my phone while I'm making videos. Anyways, so I was unable to see the first 20 minutes of the match, so I wasn't able to watch the pay-per-view up until 8:30, I believe it was. Yeah. So I believe that R-Truth was eliminated when I started watching. But yeah, I thought the Raw Elimination was a very good Raw Elimination Chamber match. It was very entertaining, and just so much hype when that face-off that we were waiting for. CM Punk versus Chris Jericho, and they went at it, and then Chris Jericho eliminated Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler sells like gold when he sells that Codebreaker. Beat Dolph Ziggler, made Kofi tap out. In the real walls of Jericho, he did the real walls where he puts his knee on the head and cranks the back. That thing looks like he kills. Then he did the fake Boston Crab version of the walls of Jericho and then made Kofi tap out. And then it was down to the final three, and Miz, CM Punk, and Jericho, and then Punk did this kick to the head, and Jericho fell out of the chamber and into the ground and got a concussion. So he was eliminated out of the match, and then it was down to CM Punk and The Miz. And The Miz beat CM Punk and then retained his WWE Championship. Very good match, and now this makes sense where they didn't need to put the belt on Jericho. CM Punk still has a belt, still the face, still on top of the championship world. Punk said Jericho said tomorrow night on Raw, he hasn't been eliminated. He beat two competitors. He would have beat Punk if he was still in the chamber match, and he didn't get kicked to the head and got knocked out unconscious and wasn't taken out of the match. So yeah, this is going to build from the CM Punk versus Jericho storyline, and yeah, going right into it. Yeah, this is going to be great. But 6 weeks to Mania, exactly 6 weeks from today will be WrestleMania 28. Crazy, but yeah, I believe there's 6 Raws, 5 or 6 Raws. I can't remember. Yeah. Anyways, great Elimination Chamber match, and the next matchup we got the Divas Championship match. Tamina versus Beth Phoenix. Actually, it was a very, very good Divas match. We haven't seen a really good women's wrestling match in a long time, and I thought this was a pretty decent match, and Beth Phoenix ended up getting the victory, but there were some points of the match where you thought Tamina was going to beat Beth Phoenix, and overall good match. Next up, we had a segment, I believe, between I don't know if we had the segment or not now, or it was later on, but I believe it was either it was before the SmackDown Chamber match or after it. It was between what was it? Oh, Laurinaitis coming out and saying how he should be the new Raw GM and SmackDown GM. Del Rio coming out saying that. Mark Henry coming out saying that. Christian coming out saying that. And yeah, and then they all took pictures, and then they all left the ring. So that was a waste of time. And then the SmackDown Elimination Chamber match was Daniel Bryan versus Great Khali versus Santino Marella versus Big Show versus Wade Barrett versus Cody Rhodes. And this was actually Big Show and Barrett ended up starting off the match. And throughout the whole pay-per-view, actually, they were actually doing like a Rocky thing with Santino Marella. So I was like, oh god, don't tell me Santino Marella's going to be the last person in the chamber match. And lo and behold, I was right. But overall, it was actually a pretty good chamber match. I honestly, personally, like the Raw chamber match over the SmackDown chamber match. The crowd was way more into the SmackDown chamber match or the Raw chamber match. Everyone's going nuts for Santino when he came out. I believe he was the third person that came out. Danielson was the last person that came out. There's one spot where Big Show broke the chains in Danielson's pod and jumped in through the top and started beating up Danielson, and then Danielson got out because the pod finally opened up. Wade Barrett looked really strong in this match because he was one of the last competitors in the match. Big Show Khali came in the match, chopped people, knocked everyone out. Big Show did the spear, and then Khali was eliminated with like 30 seconds to a minute into the match. Rhodes looked really good in the match, and then he lost all his momentum. He beat Big Show, and then Santino comes to the Rhodes and kills Rhodes' momentum completely. And the final three, I believe that, what was it? I think Santino got the pin on Barrett and eliminated Barrett, and to Danielson and Marella. And some moments in the match, you thought for 1 second that the WWE actually going to put the belt on Santino tonight. It was probably going to be one of the worst moments ever, but thank God Danielson got the LeBell lock, made Santino tap out. Looked like Santino was about to get out in the LeBell lock, but he actually made it out and then retained his championship. Sheamus came out challenging for the belt, and then yeah, Sheamus versus Danielson. The match we were supposed to see last year at WrestleMania 27 that they advertised that would air on pay-per-view, ended up being the dark match for the United States Championship, is now one of the main events of WrestleMania 28. So surprising, the same exact match that was the dark match of WrestleMania 27 is now one of the main event matches of WrestleMania 28 for the World Heavyweight Championship. Just 1 year. A matter of 1 year changes. But yeah, I think that Sheamus will beat Danielson, and we will see a new World Heavyweight Champion, Sheamus, at WrestleMania 28. So my locks are so far for Mania 28. Punk to retain, Sheamus to win the belt. And now we had the U.S. Championship match, Justin Gabriel versus Swagger. I honestly wasn't paying attention during this match, so I can't tell you if it was good or bad or not, but then we got the main event of the evening. We had, well, I'm sounding like I'm watching UFC. We had the main event of John Cena versus Kane in the ambulance match. And going to the match, I said for sure that Cena had to win this match to look strong, because you're facing The Rock in 6 weeks. You're going to lose a match. You can't lose. WWE is not going to make you lose a match, because why are you going to lose a match now and face The Rock at the main event of WrestleMania? Because that match is going on last, for sure, if this match is going on last at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. But overall was a pretty actually entertaining match. I actually enjoyed the Kane versus Cena match. Back and forth. Kane had his moments, Cena had his moments. Cena embracing the hate against Kane. It was actually pretty good. They brawled through the crowd a little bit. And then Cena did the ending where he FU'd Kane from the top of the ambulance onto a part of the stage where you couldn't see, so there's padding there. Got Kane, threw him in the ambulance. Cena is your winner. There was no big surprise that people were saying something big was going to happen. Nothing big. I thought The Rock was going to come out and try to screw over Cena. Zack Ryder was not involved in this match. And they made it sound like this is the end of the thing. Now, time for Cena to focus on The Rock. So I guess they're, whatever. Well, this WWE's done this so many times, so you can't really complain about how WWE cut off storylines just like that. So there's no Ryder and Eve and Kane, which will probably result tomorrow making Zack Ryder face Kane at WrestleMania 28, and Eve will get involved somehow, which makes sense. And so they distance this from Cena. Cena has nothing to do with this. Cena focused on The Rock for the next 6 weeks. Just yeah, and I'm predicting right now, but right before I make my WrestleMania predictions, because I'll be making them throughout the weeks. I'm just saying that when I do my Raw reviews, but my lock is Cena to win this match against Rock. Seems pretty obvious, like how Rock went over Hogan 10 years ago. Cena will go over Rock 10 years later at WrestleMania 28. So that is my review of the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. Was able to watch it free live in HD since they screwed up the stupid lag on pay-per-view, the technical difficulties, and I was telling them, like, I just told them, like, I don't understand. The thing that bothered me too, why did they put the CM Punk match on first? They couldn't put the SmackDown match on first, but I guess they're trying to build Santino, which, really? Come on, really? But, whatever. What are you gonna do? If they didn't put that match on first, I might have would have. Well, I still would have. I still would have complained, and it didn't matter. But yeah, I just have to go back and rewatch that match. I'll find my way to rewatch that match. Obviously, I know how to. And that is my Elimination Chamber pay-per-view review. Overall, I give the show a 7.5 out of 10. No, I'll give it a 7. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed my review. Go check out the Chamber matches if you didn't, and find a way. And we are on the official road to Mania. Oh, also, if you didn't watch the Taker promo on YouTube, go watch that. He said he will be confronting Triple H tomorrow on Raw. That's all.